Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 8 of Crusader Kings 3, which originally aired live on Twitch. Alright, looks like the conscription will be the choice. So once I get Soldiers of Lesser Fortune, I also can get absolute control, which enables absolute control for counties, and then eventually that leads to Overseer, which gives me even more control. Masterful amounts of control there. How's this war going? Oh, someone just lost something. I think the battle's happening over in Scotland and England. Things are not going well over there. I don't know where my allies are. I'm sort of just alone here, but whatever. Ally joins the war. Jarl Yngvar of Jorvik joined. Okay. I don't even know what's going on. But we have the Jarl that holds this territory here. And then me in Sarolyn, and then Scotland. So I'm helping the King of Scotland with something. I'm not even sure what he's asking for. What is his demands? His demands are some land ownership title. I just like beating people up, so. Blunder results in claim. I got an unpressed claim of the the chiefdom of... The heck is that? Of some word I will never hope to pronounce, because the chieftain of Sunni screwed up some sort of blunder. Where is this? Does your capital... Oh, okay, so here. For Upland. Some sort of claim on Upland territory. Not bad, not bad. I was probably going to take that anyway, but sure, if it's... Uh-oh. Another Jarl just joined me, but a giant army is coming at me. You know what? I'm not leaving. Going to stand... Oh, more? Okay. Now they're replicating. Uh-oh. Can I get back up? Because I have no idea where my allies are. Are they all over in Europe? Yeah, they're all like messing about here in West Scotland and not actually helping over here. At least my goatee just got swayed. That's too bad. I almost sieged that place. But we'll just retreat. Luckily no one died. That could have been worse. That does harm our war score, though. A little bit. By 6%. Not exactly my fault. Alright. We're going back to Gadathheim for reinforcements. And I'm going to have them march to Popcorn so that they can replenish a little bit faster. Looks like the war is going really well over here in Scotland. The Isles of Skye and Orkney and all that, yeah. It's going pretty well. So I don't know if they really need my help. Ulster. But once I have my numbers back, I'll try to analyze what would be good for me to do. Yeah, now that I've participated, I will gain prestige if we win. And prestige is kind of a problem for me right now. I can challenge this chieftain, who has a prowess of 11, to a trial by combat. I have a prowess of 20. Should I duel? Yes or no? If I win, he's dead. I can also make him pay or humiliate him. I'd probably try to make him pay. I don't know. I'll have you, if you want me to do, I'll have you pick the win condition. And it looks like I'll leave this up for another minute or two. But looks like that is going to be yes. Fabricate claim chiefdom of some neighboring chiefdom. Okay. You want me to duel? Sure. What are we dueling for? So we have for death, for gold, for elite weak foot, or for humiliation. And then let me take a look at what just happened. Extra hand. In the course of helping me administer my realm as right-hand woman, Queen Sky and I have discovered we have a lot in common. We've built a strong rapport during our time working together, and as a result of this, I find myself wondering what the future will hold for us. We shall become good friends. That's obvious. Obvious. So I'm friends with my daughter. Who would have thought? Okay, my army is nearly done replenishing. Let's take a look over in Europe. They actually might need my help. It's hard to tell, but I will send backup. Because, of course, my daughter lives in Scotland. I don't want Scotland to fall to these would-be enemies. And it looks like I'm going to be... Oh, you know what? That duel is gone. Well, next duel I'm offered will be to the death, I suppose. I don't know what happened to that duel. Maybe the dude died. But it's not offered here, obviously. Okay, Nordheim's control is up to 50. That's good. Here's my forces reinforcing. I will probably win this fight. Hey, allies, if you could back me up, that'd be swell. Alright, they're backing me up. Good. And now they're getting smoked. So I think this is the battle that will determine this war considerably. And I had to start it. Oh, there we go. Chieftess of... Yeah. For gold. I can't battle her to the death. But she's picking a champion? Uh-oh, that's not good. Our champion was wounded and another one died in this battle. Wait, what? I didn't mean to leave the battle. Stop. Alright, so here's the trial by combat. I am fighting this... Really? He has a prowess of 1? She must just want this guy dead. So there's 3 choices here. I'll read the whole thing. For a brief moments, him and I pace in lazy half circles, each watching for an opening. I heft my axe, ready to defend myself, while he clutches his axe firmly to hand. This fight may only be till first blood, but that doesn't ease my nerves. With a sudden twitch, our bout begins. He stands stock still, seemingly hoping I'll just throw down my axe. I can... you have to let your guard down eventually, coward, which has a medium likelihood of success and a medium risk of injury. I can strike parry, which is a high likelihood of success, medium likelihood of injury, or I could taunt him, which is going to make him stressed out, but not do very much. And it looks like you all have voted already. I leap into action, launching a flurry of quick slashes, driving myself hard against his guard, wearing him down with each expertly timed strike. His form is good, with only small errors. His stance is a disaster. My opponent is still holding off my blows well, but he seems close to faltering. So, dual choice. Better men than you have died trying to break my guard, which is a low likelihood of success. I guard myself and no risk of injury. I tire out my opponent, which is a low likelihood of success and no risk of injury. And also I lose some stress. Or I taunt him, which is a high likelihood of success, no risk of injury, and I lose stress because I'm brave. It's a legendary technique that I'm copying. Oh, seems the obvious choice. Okay. I do my best to recall the legends of the spur of the moment, in the spur of the moment, and I heft my axe as heroes of old. It's enough for a solid blow against my surprised foe. Sigurd, screams my opponent, whirling his axe furiously at, around, and near me. My form is excellent, with little chance for mistake, and his stance is a disaster. My opponent is still holding off my blows well, but he seems close to faltering. I can strike parry, which is high likelihood of success, medium of injury. I can wear him out, which is low likelihood of success, no risk of injury, and I lose stress. Or I can taunt him, which increases his stress, but it just prolongs the fight. I'm surprised I haven't chopped off his head by now. This dude is, he's a rogue, but he is not a fighter. It's also why his combat stance is dismal. All right. You have voted. I leap into action, launching a flurry of quick slashes, driving myself hard against his guard. We've already read this. He's still close to faltering, though. This has not worked properly. So, I can taunt him. I can confidently attack him. So I can guard myself, 1. I can confidently attack, 2. Or I can tire him out, number 3. And it looks like striking him, boom, he down. Confidence is half of any fight, and I throw out fluidly quick slashes with all the confidence of a seasoned expert. And he's down. I am victorious, he is wounded, and I've gotten paid. And I have someone in my prison? There, I'll release you. Some mare. Okay, well, that battle was won. Our war score is quite high now, and I'm chasing them down. Oh, wow, you're moving fast. Get back here. Available Dynasty Legacy. Wow, awesome. Let's take a look at that in a second. I'll raid rather than try to chase down this broken army. So, Dynasty Legacy. Oh boy. So here we go. There's different choices here. There's adventure, pillage, warfare, law, guile, blood, or learning, glory, kin. There's honestly too many choices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, the poll will be 9 long, but it might not all show. Oh, no, it shows. Okay. And I'll read them off. So, Wanderlust. Diplomatic range, 30%. And receive a bonus. Troops above the cap, adventuring dynasty head interaction. Send the Varangian Guard. Pillage is Sea Wolves. I gain prowess, naval speed, and prestige and fame from battles goes up 100%. Warfare, a House of Warriors. Prowess goes up and knight effectiveness goes up, which is number 3. Law, popular opinion goes up and hunt and feast costs go down. That's number 4. Number 5 is Guile. Dread goes up, natural dread goes up. Number 6 is Blood. The chance of inheriting good congenital lines goes up. The chance of new congenital lines goes up. I right now have a line of all intelligence, so that wouldn't be terrible. That's Noble Veins, number 6. Number 7 is learning. Erudition. Courtier and guest opinions goes up. Better guests will be attracted. Guest recruitment costs go down. A vibrant court. Number 8 is Glory. Marriage acceptance goes up. And number 9 is Fertility, or rather Kin, which is a fertility and attraction. And I'll leave that up for a minute, but looks like there's a leading choice here, which I will respect if it wins. So, if you take a look here, I'm quick, and my husband is genius, and then all of our kids are intelligent. Like, every single one. I'm actually... Let me check if my grandkids are intelligent. No. So it didn't get passed down that far, I don't think. Let me check my family tree. Where is that again? Dynasty tree. No, I don't think our intelligence got passed down 2 generations, only the 1. I didn't marry power. I married intelligence, actually. Well, I married them into power, yes. That's what happens. You potentially water it down. All right, but it looks like we're going to try to keep it going. So, Noble Veins. We have unlocked Noble Veins. So, careful breeding to produce the most worthy successors. And that is our dynasty legacy. I would say that that's pretty true, considering I've been pretty careful about who I directly have been marrying. My heir, Can, is still intelligent, but he is not married to someone necessarily intelligent. But I could always have her killed. Or, murdered. Right? Make him have babies that are better. Yeah, I mean, it's what it is. Win current war, I would say, is our current goal. I don't know where their enemy armies went. They probably left to go reinforce. So... let's hope we can wrap this up, because I certainly have a lot of income, and I have no way to spend it because my prestige is so dismal, having all of my troops conscripted. Jackal comes of age. I'm proud to see my son is no longer a child, but is an adult. So he is a mastermind philosopher. Dang. Let's take a look at him. Yeah, he really is a powerhouse intelligence. No doubt. I can try to find a spouse for him, and you know what I could do? Let me, instead of marrying for power, for an alliance of some sort, let me try to find someone who has a quick or intelligence trait to see if I can't... oh, yeah, here we go. She's a little old. She's 10 years older than I am, but that's one choice. Anyone closer to my age? She could still bear children, mind you. She's not that old. I think at 42... oh, here's a 15-year-old. Perfect. and there's a potential alliance. All right, let's do it. Gladly accept. Take a look at his betrothed. I didn't even check where she came from. She's from... Oh, she's Dutch. Okay, cool. Not likely somewhere I'm going to try to conquer anytime soon, so that works to my benefit. And these sieges should be wrapping up pretty soon. In fact, this whole war should be wrapping up pretty soon. Inspired moderation. Following the death sentence of a lowly thief, I asked my granddaughter, Sarolyn, what she thought. She claimed she had learned a lesson about not reaching for more than one can handle. There's some choices here. So I'll read them. Overreaching can be terribly dangerous, which gives her the trait Temperate, which adds stewardship, health bonus, and other tempered people like her. I can teach her about the proper execution of law, so she, instead of gaining Temperate, she gains Just, which is stewardship, learning, vassal opinion goes up, but intrigue goes down. Or I can give her the trait Cynical, which is intrigue, learning, but a reduced cost of piety. So, yes, Temperate, Just, or Cynical. Looks like Temperance wins. Barely. And I got some valuable hostage. And won that siege, which actually won the war. So I can't enforce this, but I'm sure whoever brought me into war, Scotland, will enforce this. So I'm going to return home. And my prisoner here is going to be ransomed for 50. Oh, I'm going to be rich. I'm making money. All right, wrap up this stupid war now. Okay, Scotland. Our war score is 100%. I don't know why they haven't wrapped this up. But I have a pretty high war contribution, so I'm definitely going to get some prestige out of helping for this war, which is critical because I have basically no prestige. Victory. And there we go. I gained prestige, and the King of Scotland likes me a whole lot because I kicked butt. Disband all. I don't even need to send them home. And now my prestige can start to bounce back from being in the negatives for having mercenaries. Analyzing new... So another thing to note is if I go to war again, I'm not likely to have a lot of prestige to call in allies. So it needs to be a war that is easy for me to win on alone. Oh no, I'm looking older and older. So my own troops is about 2,700. So when we take a look at the enemies, we want to pick a target that is 2,700 or under. So Upland here, and I already have a claim on whatever this is called, would be a war target. So should I go to war? If you vote no, I can always go raiding, which is not a formal war, but just like attacking people for money, which I'm fine with too. And I would say there's a few war targets here. There is Upland, who's definitely a pretty good war target. Then there's Arjetjit, or whatever, Arjetje, up in the north, another good war target. This one would be a bad war target because they're really far away. Jomtland wouldn't be terrible, but we're pretty evenly matched. I don't know who this is, but they're the Dutch. So, no, wouldn't want to do that either. Jylland, that's a terrible target. For some reason or another, I can't go to war with them. Or it doesn't suggest it because they have a stronger war. Stronger army. So that would be this area. And then last but not least, Viking. again, wouldn't do that. So there's really only 2 war targets. There would be Jarl Dag of Upland, or High Chieftain, whatever that is, up north. So I'm going to have you vote between those 2, because it looks like everybody wants war. Oh, I spelled Upland wrong, but whatever. You get the idea. Completing duchies is big. Yes, it is. So if we take a look at the duchy titles, I have 3 duchy titles. I have Sarolynheim, Silvaheim, and Bobobashug. Now, the northern part of Bobobashug is not owned by me. It's not completed. But there's nothing in Upland that I even have a start on. So there's not really a, I can go to war there, and I do have some claims there, but it doesn't help me complete anything, like Mahjong. And then here's the kingdom titles. The last, this here would technically be the Kingdom of Norway, so it also helps me start to build the King of Norway, or Queen of Norway. As you can see, I own almost half of what Norway would be, so I'm getting close to that, which is pretty cool. And then here's the Empire title. I am nowhere close to the Empire of Scandinavia, unless I somehow inherit, like, Sweden and then go to war with everyone else, which is not likely. But I think most of these northern chiefdom, duchy, kingdom areas are not necessarily... they're not necessarily powerful nations with large armies. They're small amount of soldiers. They're all fractured. So it would be relatively easy to conquer that. It would just take a long time. But it looks like you all want me to conquer the duchy up here. You cannot afford the cost of this war. Upon declaring, I will receive fame penalties because I don't have the prestige for it. What if I could conquer the county, though? Huh. Well. Did I rename Hollow Garland? Yeah, I did. I rename everything after viewers. So, should I wait for the duchy? So the question here is, I don't quite have the prestige to wait for the completed duchy, but I could conquer the county anyway and gain the county title. Or alternatively, wait for prestige to roll in and go for the duchy title, which has bigger gains, but I would have to wait for it. So I would gain the total Yardom of Bobobashug if I went for the duchy, or if I went for the county, I would just gain the county that this is in for less fame. But I'll unpause it. Fine either way. Betrothed can marry. Yes. So Jackal and Kraka. Really? Jackal married a Kraka? Oh, Lord. Oh, Tyke died, didn't he? Why do I have a different Tyke? No, I guess it was a different Tyke in that battle. Okay. And he is trying to add control to Nordheim. Nordheim's pretty well controlled at this point. Kadathheim is full control. Archheim is full control. Ladderheim's full control. Sagan's full control. Emheim is really low. I think because they keep getting reinvaded and I only have trading outposts there. And then Nibelheim is terrible, terrible, terrible control. So you know what I'm going to do? Tyke, help Nibelheim. Because it is... Bandits are running rampant there. That's kind of a problem. So I'll wait for the duchy. In the meantime, what I could do is raid. I could raise my armies as raiders. And I already kind of know who I want to raid. So let's do that. Move it to Nibelheim. And raise local raiders. I don't really like Jarl Tor, so I'm gonna raid Jarl Tor. Because I'm got no chill. Alright, let me update my current task. Raid Tor. Sorry, buddy. You pissed me off for like many years. I spent most of my 30s and 40s hating you and going to war with you, so if I can burn down your villages for gold, I will burn down your villages for gold. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any money, so I'm raiding here for like 15 gold. Very thick and Spectre Toast. Cheers. My Goaty was swayed by me, which is good. So if I take a look at my council, I have 68 to him now. I'm going to continue trying to sway him because he's still the lowest, but pretty good. A little worried that my husband's getting advanced age here, but I guess we're roughly the same age, but he's looking kind of rough. And then my marshal earns the respect in Nibelheim. So there is high popular opinion here, which is great. Sort of curious about my Norse innovations here. We're definitely deep in the the tribal era. And I am not set to develop anything for hundreds of years. Well, no, that's not true. Crop rotation in 47 years and ledger in 24. That is our current focuses. Civic focuses. And, yep. The culture head is the King of Sweden, who's my son-in-law. So he's focused on crop rotation, which is why it's going quicker. Are there any way to speed up those civic discoveries? I don't know. I'm not certain. Viking here is getting a little stronger than I think they should be, so I might start raiding there as well. See if I can't draw them out for combat. Yeah, increased learning is the only way you know. I mean, I have a ridiculous amount of learning right now, as you can see, because my husband, who has a learning of 38, is helping out. So if you mouse over like crop rotation here, you can see the base progress of 0.3, the average development of Norse countries, or counties rather, of 0.04, the base chance and the fascination. I think ultimately the issue is that I am not the culture head, and the learning fascination of the culture head is 9, not me. If I was the culture head, it would be going a lot faster. But, yeah, I mean, way it is, right? Are we raiding? I think we have a truce with them, which means we're not raiding. Let me move on. Yeah, my Goaty learning obviously has an effect as well. Yeah, we weren't raiding there, so. But I can't even fire my Goaty because he's, or my Hof Goaty. Because my Goaties keep dying. Martial perk. I'm just going to pick because it's the only choice in that line. And a call to war. Join a Swedish conquest of the county of some that looks Polish. Where is this? God, they have a near swastika. Yeah, all right. I'll join. Yeah, 13 isn't too bad. It's good. I know. It's not amazing, but it's good. And another call to war. Dang it. Join the Gaelic Catholic Uprising as a defender. Agree. So let's figure out what the heck is going on. So there's a Gaelic Catholic Uprising in Scotland, and then this little place in... Okay, hold on. It behooves a Jarl to spend time at sea with the salty air in her face and a fine vessel beneath her feet. Today seems my personal craft and small escorting squadron out for drills, practice, and pleasure. A short voyage has been exhilarating change of pace from life at court. While we spot it, a distant plume of water followed by a small island of wine-dark flesh rolling out of the waves. The greatest beast of all the deeps, a whale. I can A, get the harpoons. I have a 2/3 chance to gain gold and a 1/3 chance to spend prestige if it escapes me, or to lose prestige. Yeah, hold on. Type these up. Number 2, I can let the others handle it. I just gain gold. Or number 3, a creature of fearsome majesty, leave it. I gain stress, considerable stress, but also prestige. So, a chance for big money, or a loss of prestige, and a loss of stress. A chance for gold, with no costs, or a chance for prestige at a high increase of stress. All right, we're going for the harpoons. It worked. I gained 100 gold. We are wealthy. Problem is I don't have the prestige to spend it on much, so kind of a problem. So what I need to do is let's return my raiders back and swap them over to armies. Because I can't fight with this group. And it looks like this battle is pretty evenly matched, but it's very close, so I'm gonna maybe help with this one. Uh-oh. Yep, my husband's dead. My dear boy. Yeah, boy! Might not have loved you, yet I might not have loved you, yet I feel your passing is more acutely than I ever thought possible. So yeah, he died of a heart failure at age 59. Gain a little bit of stress. Okay, so if we take a look at my council here, I don't have a spouse at the moment. I'm above my domain limit because I inherited his domains when he passed. So I think what I'm going to do is give these domains to Jackal. That makes the most sense. So Nibelheim and Emheim to Jackal. And then on my council, I need a spouse. At this point, I'm obviously too old to have kids. So if I do take a spouse, it should be one that helps me, you know, manage the kingdom. So someone that is sort of skilled in all things. Does death transfer the title? It does. Oh yeah, my steward right now is terrible. Oh, dear lord. Or this champion... I wouldn't say terrible, but he's pretty bad. I might want to call for more champions, but Jackal expects a council position now, and as soon as I am able, in 903. Oh, 903 is not for a while. You know what? Honestly, Jackal's just as skilled as this dude, so I'm going to kick this dude out for Jackal. And he's a good spouse. Because he is a spouse, he's a good steward. He's an average steward. Okay, that's not bad. So, yeah, getting married. Maybe Vladimir, this dude, this Serbian dude. Although, we're not the same religion, I bet. Yeah. I don't know. I want to marry someone that, like, has well-rounded skills. So let's sort by prestige gain. I don't gain anything here. I think I have to pick my own champion at this point. The reason being is everybody else here cost me considerably in prestige. As you can see, minus 200. I just can't afford that. So if I do want to marry, it has to be Helgi. But isn't Helgi the one I didn't like? Why do I have to marry? So I don't have to marry, but there's really no disadvantage. Yeah. The reason for it is they would help out on the council, and I would get, like, benefits from having another trusted person help to, yeah. As Max says, it's super advantageous skill point wise. So the only one I can really marry is Helgi here. I'm just gonna do it. So that he gets plopped on the council, and then he can help with just assisting the ruler generally. So you can have them focus on something, or you can just have them assist the ruler, which is like +1 diplomacy, +2 martial, +1 stewardship, +1 intrigue, +1 learning. It just boosts everyone else up a little bit. And I can't be on my own council because I'm the queen. I'm the, I'm the boss. You are known for your dedication to your faith. For real? I have declared war on so many of my fellow Astartaru, or whatever it's called. But, sure. Whatever you say. Oh, and my marshal just died. So this champion is now my marshal. And then in my court, this guy here, I am going to recruit to my court because he has high martial skill. This person, I don't really care. They don't have good skills. So Kari is now in my court, and Kari is going to be probably one of my knights. Okay, let's disband this army. Oh. Oh, this is a normal standing army now. Okay. Oh boy. That doesn't look good. Let's head down and try to help out this Swedish conquest of the county of whatever it's called. See if we can't help out this, and then we'll do the Gaelic independence thing afterwards. Okay, Altar is swayed. Let's sway my husband. Always good to have a relationship with the husband, right? Alright, I'm gonna come in hot here. A notable guest. Let me pause a second. Why are you notable? Because you're high intrigue? Dude, you have a black eye patch. I don't think anyone's gonna not think that you... Yeah. You're gonna be so very obviously a spy. Plus you're lisping? Nah. Nah. But he has a useful county claim on something. They both do, which is why I'm being alerted by them. Coming in hot. See where we are. Here's my reinforcements. We're gonna win this. Missing eye is virtuous here? Yeah, that's true. Because of Odin's missing eye. Okay, so we're gonna conquer this city, this barony, and hopefully wrap up this war quick. So, you all wanted me to declare war on, Lofoter, or for whatever is up there. This duchy here. So I'm going to, it cost me about 200 prestige, just shy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to save my prestige rather than to develop my own land. So I can afford to do that once these call to action, call to wars are done. Because I don't want to be helping everyone out at the cost of me. Spouse, the guard. I'm a little confused as to why my husband wants to present a grand gift to me in the courtyard. I soon understand, however, as Jarl Helgi orders a group of soldiers into line, a complete regiment raised by my own hands, ready to serve you. This is a grand gift. So, I can have them become part of the army in Sogn, the capital, or to serve as my personal guard for 15 years, which gives me prowess. Choice. Option 1 or option 2. Yeah, that's pretty stellar. Either way. Doesn't matter which way it goes, it's kind of awesome. So increased prowess would allow me to like duel and fight on the battlefield a little bit stronger. I don't think I'm going to live for 15 more years, but whatever. Or more troops to bolster the army, and that of course is useful because bigger armies. Yeah, Mac, I know. You have to think of your lifespan though. Yes, I am not young. I'm 54. It's possible that I'll live into my 70s. But it looks like personal guard will be the choice here by a few votes. Oh, it was almost a tie. So if you take a look at my prowess here, it is... Unfortunately, I have old age. Otherwise, I would be scary. I'd have a prowess of 25, which is probably higher than anyone in my council or court, I'd imagine. Like, even my most martial people. 17, 14, 16. Yeah, I'd honestly just straight slay everyone. Victory! And I gain a ton of prowess because I basically did all the work. And Sweden now gains a foothold in Europe. Now, yeah, let's head over here. More war. This Gaelic Catholic uprising is going poorly. Oh, nope, never mind. I did nothing. So disband. And I can now go to war with these guys. I have the prestige. I'm not going to bother calling my allies to war. I don't need them. But what I will do is I'll move my rally flag up north, so I don't have to walk so far. Raise all armies. Wait, who the heck are you? And they called in a whole bunch of allies. They called in 700, that's not a problem. And 1600, maybe not a problem. Too soon to see for sure. I can always call in allies, but it would cost me prestige. Merge and head up there. They're already being like, they already have some sort of battle going on up there. I don't know what's going on. Alright, let's see. If I wanted to call allies. So they outnumber me by a few hundred total. Yeah, it looks like a peasant uprising, indeed. I could call additional allies, but I really don't think it's necessary. I don't want to spend the prestige on it. Because I'm cutting them down anyway. There's a third of their forces. So if we take a look now, yeah, I outnumber them by 1,000 because I just murdered them real good. I will ransom for 100. That's a lot of money. And accepted. Now I have 600. Oh dear Lord, I am wealthy. And won that battle as well. And thankfully, the peasant uprising has already besieged the city, so I'm just taking over the siege. And it's almost already done. Poor bastards. Oh, you poor bastards. Your city was like 9/10 on fire, and I just stood there and watched the rest burn. I call that absolute success. All right. Yes, let's go against this capital here. Oh, nope. Hi. I see them coming into Dracoscape, so let's head back down and defend Dracoscape instead. Oh no, they're not. They're going out to sea. Oh, you scared? Hey Mac, thanks for the follow, by the way, and all the tips that you've been dropping. Toil and hard work. My granddaughter Sarolyn has been impressed with one of the household champions for a long time. After finally meeting him in person, she has repeated the warrior's words to herself. Work hard, and you can master anything. So, choice number 1, I agree, and she becomes diligent. Just like me. I'm diligent, I think. Number 2, I can make her generous instead, which is diplomacy, but a lack of income. Or number 3, I can make her patient, which is learning and high opinions and making hostile schemes harder to work against her. Diligent is diplomacy, stewardship, learning, and but unfortunately, bad stress loss. I do believe, yes, I am also diligent. So we would have that opinion of one another. Not that it really is needed, because she already has an opinion of 60 with me, but it looks like you agree. I will encourage her to become diligent, and then if I take a look at my wards here, there she is. Diligent, temperate, and charming. Man, she's gonna be a real heartbreaker, isn't she? Yo, I see what you're doing. Don't you think I'm just gonna follow you? Dummy. So they're trying to take back their city, but like, okay. Get ready for a butt whooping. Battle advantage 25. Damage increased by 50%. Yeah. That's pretty brutal. You are dying in a bad way. And you're gone. Well, actually, I killed you off so quickly, you ceased to be. I killed them in the battle setup phase, which is just enormously fast. Especially given the numbers that they had. So that's just insulting. They were whooped. Well, we almost have the war score to win this war, so let me just punish some of their allies they called in. I'm really glad I didn't bother spending the prestige to call in my allies. I certainly did not need it. It has been very easy. Oh, and I caught you too? Yeah, you're about to die. And early battle phase, they're dead. Neighboring ruler lost a war. Jarl, you at Jomtaland lost against Sweden. Okay. It's fine. Don't know why I would care, but sure. Thanks for letting me know. I'm surprised there's not like ice up here. That is very far north. So I bet besieging this fort probably puts me into war score where I can win. But then I have to figure out what I do next. Because I don't have a lot of prestige, but I have tons of money. I guess I could hire mercenaries for money and pick bigger fights. I don't know. If you use the channel point redemptions if you have ideas for what I should do at this point. Nope, I didn't win. Let's go against their capital then. Nope, let's defend our current holdings. Never mind. We captured a 9-year-old. Oh, we have a lot of prisoners. Let's ransom that 9-year-old. And then we have 2 others under house arrest. Who I'm going to hold on to until the end of this war. Battle favor 65. Bye-bye. Whatever army that was, you're gone. And I captured even more. Again, house arrest. And it's some army person, so I don't really care. Oh, interesting. So this... There might be an ally joining against me. An additional one. We'll see if it matters. Because I think this war is just about over. I'm 88% of the way there, so it's not going to take much to tip the scales a little further. Sway! Religious convictions. I've gotten an idea in my attempts to align Jarl Helgi to my interests. With the right arguments, I may be able to convince him that I am not merely in my own interest, but in the interest of the Allfather himself. I'm just going to take this. Yes, it worked. He likes me a lot, and I gain a whole bunch of prestige for doing it. I've ended my scheme to sway him. All right, let's take a look. How does the King of Scotland feel about me? freaking loves me. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that. What about Sweden? Same deal. What about their heirs? So the heir of Scotland doesn't care much for me. The heir of... So this is my own member of my family, my grandson. So, oh, yeah, you're a child, though. So I'm going to try to sway the heir of the Kingdom of Scotland. I think that's probably a good heir, sway target, because this dude's 47. He's not going to live forever. And although he might outlive me, so that might be a pointless thing, but whatever. I'm going to do it anyway. I could spend the money as on heroes of my court. Yes, I could invite champions, but that costs, you know, prestige. You know what I could do though, is once I'm not at war, I could hold a grand blot with all the money and put on a huge festival, and pay big for a big festival. That might be good. Once this war is over, we'll consider. That costs prestige, but you can get prestige back with some of the conditions, if they're met. Alright, let's head to their capital, because I think that will be the most bang for my buck. Prestige was the thing that was holding you back when you played? Yeah, it can be hard to build up prestige. A lot of the prestige is sort of left to chance a bit. My opponents are starving. No mercy. Cut their bellies open. Make them starve faster. Wow, I have a huge battle disadvantage here, but I still outnumber them. Oh, but Kari, one of my newest champions, got wounded. I did, however, capture this dude, Freyr. And a new martial perk, absolute control. So I can now have absolute control over counties. Which changes its, how to show that. Thank you for watching Crusader Kings 3, which originally aired live on Twitch. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. Thank you for watching. I will catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.